The Boy Scouts of America are one step closer to removing a policy held since the late 1980s. It bans openly gay adults from volunteering or becoming Scout Masters. As KXAN's Amanda Brandeis explains, it would be a big change for the Boy Scouts.
Well, the Boy Scouts face some serious challenges. Just 5 years ago, there were more than 2.8 million members. By 2014, membership dropped by more than 430,000. While it's not obvious what's behind the drop, some are hoping this policy change could help turn those numbers around. For over a century, boys have taken the Scout Oath to help others at all times. While the oath will likely stand the test of time, other long-held beliefs are shifting.
In this day and age, of course, we're moving towards equality, equal rights for all, and I don't think it's a good rule necessarily to have.
Brooke Yates believes it's time for a policy change.
This is Elliot, he's 6. This is James, he's 5. It would make me more willing for my boys to join if I knew that it was a accepting group of people.
This is my son Roman, he's 6, going into 1st grade.
Greg Davis is also ready for a change.
I don't think sexual orientation has anything to do with scouting or the ability to teach scouting. So if we can just let people be who they are, and I think we're going to be okay.
Whenever anybody wants to become an adult volunteer, they have to fill out an adult membership application, which then is approved or denied by the national leadership, the national organization of the Boy Scouts.
You won't actually find a box asking you about your sexual orientation on a volunteer application form. It's been more of a don't ask, don't tell policy.
We're always trying to find the best individuals possible to fill these jobs because ultimately they're the ones who make it possible for scouting to happen.
And Scout leaders here in Austin say sexual orientation hasn't been a factor in that mission. Now, some questions you will find in this application that Boy Scouts are really concerned about: whether applicants have used illegal drugs or faced arrest for child abuse. The local chapter says they're not taking a stand on the matter. The final decision will be made July 27th by the organization's National Executive Board. It will become policy if it is ratified by the 80 members that make up that board.
Amanda, thank you for some perspective on how long it took for some of these changes to be made. The Boy Scouts of America formed 105 years ago. By the 1960s, the organization started maintaining so-called perversion files tracking molestation within the group. Some adults were added to the file simply because of their sexual orientation. Those files were kept through the 1990s. A ban on gay members came along in the 1980s, but starting in 2013, the organization reversed that ban, allowing any Boy Scout to come